Assalamualaikum and a warm greeting to everyone. My name is Nurin JAZLINA and today my team and I will be presenting on the topic ISO 9000 or TQM. Which should it be? Before we move on to our topic for today, I will pass to Akmal to introduce our team members.
Before we begin, let me introduce our team members. So the first one is HAIMAN NAIM HAIRODIN. Next, Nurin JAZLINA binti ZAINUL AKRAMIN. Next is myself, MOHAMAD AKMALAFIRUDDIN bin ELIAS. Next we have DANIAL YUSRIEZAL bin Muhammad YUSRI. And finally, DANISH HAIMAN bin NOOR HISHAM. We have worked together to explore the topic ISO 9000 or TQM, which will it be? And we are excited to share our findings with you today. To guide our discussion, we structured our presentation around three main questions. So the first one is, assume you are siding with the VP of Operation, list the argument for implementing TQM. The second question is, now assume that you are with the Head of Manufacturing and Quality Assurance, list the arguments for ISO 9000. The last question is, you have heard both set of arguments and you believe there might be a third approach that could satisfy both factions. What would you propose?
Now we move to question 1, which is the list of arguments for implementing total quality management. The first one is focus on continuous improvement. So total quality management emphasizes ongoing enhancement. For example, it's about building a culture of regular evaluation and refinement, where we constantly look for ways to improve what we do. So the second point is customer-centric approach. So total quality management prioritize meeting or exceeding customer expectation. For example, we must ensure customer feedback drive improvement, thus making the customer the core of our quality efforts. The third one is employee involvement. So, total quality management engages all employees in quality initiative. This approach cultivates a sense of ownership among the team, empowering everyone to contribute to better outcome for the company. The fourth point is improved product quality. Total quality management focuses on defect prevention rather than detection. It supports the process of standardization to ensure consistency and reliability in the final product. Last but not least, the fifth point, which is better use of resources. Total quality management leads to waste reduction. It encourages efficient problem solving, thus making the best use of available resource. So we've moved on to the next presenter.
So let's move on to answer the question number 2. So as we face increasing global competition, it's time to change our quality management system in the way that deliver measurable, sustainable results. Today we want to present why ISO 90,000-2000 is the right strategic move for relation control system now and for the future. So number 1 is improve product reliability. Our competitors are not only advertising us, they are building a reputation for better reliability. ISO 9000-2000 directly addresses this. It enforces documented processes, control, and continuous monitoring that help us eliminate variable and root and causes of failure. The result, consistent, dependently product that meet and exceed a customer expectation. So, and number 2 is international credibility and a competitive edge. ISO 9000 is recognized around the world. Certification is a mark of the quality that many global customers look for, sometimes even required in a supply evaluation. By aligning with a global respect standard, Reliance sends a strong message. We are serious about the quality and we are ready to compete internationally with confidence. Number 3 is a customer confidence and certification. Customers want to know their suppliers are reliable, organized, and continuously improving. ISO 9000 requires us to have a system in the place for the computing and acting on the customer feedback, solving problems quickly and maintaining consistency. This leads to greater satisfaction, fewer complaints, and long-term loyalty, especially with the critical sector like a power generation where reliability is a non-negotiable. It's a lower customer from reduced error and waste. Quality issues are expensive, by a rework, scrap, delays, and customer return. ISO 9000 drive process discipline that prevent problems before they occur. It reduces rework, minimize downtime, and streamline workflows. This translates to the lower operation costs, making us more price and competitive without sacrificing quality. And the last one is a foundation for the future certifications. ISO 9000 and 2000 is not an endpoint, it's a foundation. It has set up the framework for the other certification like ISO 14001 environmental and the ISO 45001 safety. This opens a new door for Reliance, especially as a regulated industry and a global market, and ensure we can adapt to the changing compliance demands with confidence.
Today's globalized economy, organizations must continually adapt to rising customer expectations, technological advancements, and competitive pressure. Quality management systems such as ISO 9000 and Total Quality Management have emerged as foundational tools for ensuring product and service excellence. While each system has distinct objectives and methodologies, their sequential implementation and eventual integration can provide a comprehensive framework for both compliance and continuous improvement. We will explore how organizations can strategically implement ISO 9000 and TQM in phases and how integrating their principles leads to sustained operational and cultural excellence. So for the number one, the initial step in adopting a robust quality management system often begins with ISO 9000. This family of standards, developed by the International Organization for Standardization, emphasize the importance of standardized process, documentation, and quality control mechanism. By adhering to ISO 9000 guidelines, companies establish a baseline of operational consistency and regulatory compliance. These standards create a controlled environment in which quality-related processes are clearly defined, monitored, and continuously improved. Once a company achieves ISO certification, it can more confidently transition to TQM. While ISO 9000 focuses on compliance and control, TQM shifts the organization's attention to cultural transformation and long-term strategic improvement. TQM encourages active employees' involvement, customer-centric thinking, and philosophy of continuous improvement across all levels of the organization. The first approach has been successfully adopted by leading global firms such as Samsung and Siemens. For instance, Samsung initially pursued ISO 9000 certification to strengthen customer trust and ensure consistent product quality. With this process firmly in place, the company introduced TQM principles to drive innovation, foster collaboration, and create a sustainable quality culture that supports long-term growth.
Next, for the number 2, after establishing a foundation through ISO 9000 and initiating a TQM strategy, organizations should focus on integrating the strengths of both systems. ISO 9000 provides a structured framework emphasizing documentation, repeatability, and compliance, which ensure that quality efforts are both consistent and traceable. On the other hand, TQM contributes by promoting employee engagement, cross-functional collaboration, and a customer-focused mindset. The integration of these two approaches allows companies to maintain operational discipline while also encouraging innovation and agility. Rather than treating ISO and TQM as a separate or sequentially confined initiatives, organizations benefit most when they synthesize their principles into a unified quality management strategy. A prime example of this integrated approach is found in Toyota Productions and Quality Systems. While Toyota adheres to ISO standard to meet global compliance requirements, it also applies TQM philosophies, particularly Kaizen, continuous improvement, and lean manufacturing, to streamline operations and empower employees. These hybrid models enables Toyota to maintain consistency and reduce waste while simultaneously fostering a culture of innovation and high performance.
Thank you, Danish. Moving on to our next point, which is employee training and cultural transformation. A strategic approach would be to begin with ISO 9000 training to establish a strong foundation in technical processes. This can then be followed by TQM training to instill a culture of quality ownership, teamwork, and continuous improvement. Active employee involvement is crucial to the success of both systems. A notable example is Xerox, which effectively combined ISO 9000 with comprehensive TQM training. This dual approach played a key role in the company's successful turnaround, resulting in a significant reduction in defects and improved overall performance. Next is focus on data-driven improvement. ISO 9000 places strong emphasis on record keeping and data analysis, offering valuable insights into operational inefficiencies. This data can serve as a foundation for TQM's continuous improvement efforts, ensuring that enhancements are both measurable and impactful. For instance, General Electric successfully integrated ISO-based documentation with TQM and Six Sigma methodologies. This data-driven strategy enabled GE to enhance product quality and achieve significant cost saving.
Okay, now let's look at the alignment with market and customer needs. First, we can build trust through ISO 9000. This enhances credibility with both clients and regulators, which is especially valuable in global markets. Then, we drive innovation with TQM. By implementing TQM, we can exceed customer expectations and focus on delivering customized, value-added solutions. A great example of this approach is Philips. They use ISO for compliance and at the same time applied TQM to lead in patient-focused healthcare technologies. Why this approach works is clear. It's proven in practice with successful implementation by global companies like Toyota, GE, Samsung, and Philips. It offers a balanced strategy. ISO 9000 ensures standardization and compliance, while TQM enables long-term cultural transformation. It's cost-effective because gradual integration reduces resource strain. It also builds a future-ready framework that can adapt to evolving market demands and goals. And most importantly, it is a strategic fit for Reliance control systems, meeting current quality needs while building a foundation sustainable success. That brings us to the end of our presentation. On behalf of our entire team, I'd like to say thank you for your time and attention.